Workplace interruptions affect stress levels in unimaginable ways. No one likes to be interrupted when they are preoccupied with work. An experiment in Switzerland studied workplace interruptions, revealing that the impacts of interruptions are not always predictable. First author and psychologist Jasmine Kerr from ETH Zurich and her team gathered 90 participants for an experiment. They modified the research lab to make it appear like a real-world office environment. The makeshift office had multiple rows and desks with computers. The participants pretended to work at a company in the experiment. They did various office tasks to the best of their ability, like scheduling appointments, digitizing scans, and computing sales numbers. While the participants were busy doing these tasks, two actors who pretended to be human resources staff entered the room. The actors then engaged the participants in additional tasks. Some of the participants, or control group, only had to perform a relatively simple additional tasks with the staff. The remaining participants, in two separate stress condition groups, fulfilled the task that involves psychosocial stress. The stress was in the form of being questioned and appraised, particularly when the participants were applying for a promotion. This was done while accomplishing their regular work. The participants in both stress groups were instructed to mentally prepare for a job interview and undergo one. The first group, or stress condition 1, was only interrupted by regular questionnaires and saliva samples. The group in stress condition 2 were bothered with chat messages on their computers, being told to summarize, and immediately share information on aspects of the task they were doing. During the experiment, the participants' stress levels were monitored in 3 ways: answering questionnaires on how they felt every 15 to 20 minutes, taking saliva samples, and monitoring their heart rate via a continuously worn ECG device. Unlike the control group, the participants in the two stress condition groups had an increased heart rate and produced more cortisol, or the stress hormone, in their saliva. Between the two stress condition groups, the participants in the second group released nearly twice the level of cortisol than the first group. Interestingly, those in the second stress condition group reported feeling better than in the first group in terms of their mood and feeling less stressed and threatened. The researchers speculated that having more interruptions and triggering increased cortisol production could somehow have produced better emotional and cognitive responses to stress. They also thought that the chat messages could be a distraction from the job interview. The team acknowledged their limitations as they only mimicked workplace stress in a small group of people for a couple of hours. Future studies may follow up on the findings and analyze how interruptions may feed or reduce stress at work.